Welcome to Tony&Dees kitchen. My name is Tony, and today I'm gonna cook a vegan omelet for you. One of the most delicious treats me and my wife love, and for breakfast on the morning. I usually hit these up on the weekends for to get these things stirred up in our belly and happy, and we go on our little shopping, grocery shopping sprees, whatever we need to do on the weekend, filled up with some good old vegan omelets. So I'm going to start out with our dry ingredients today. Dry ingredients, this is oregano. We have some onion powder. Got some wonderful pink Himalayan sea salt. Have some basil. Basil. Because I'm all about that basil. No treble, all about the basil. Then we have this delicious nutritional yeast, wonderful stuff. Oh wow, but last but not least, we have some cayenne pepper. And so on these dry ingredients per omelet, what I'm going to be doing with that is this. I'm going to be putting in about 1/4 of a teaspoon of each ingredient, with the exception of cayenne pepper. We don't want spicy hot, too hot to eat omelets. So with the cayenne pepper, it's just going to be a pinch of cayenne pepper. And you put in a small pinch because it's going to pull the flavors out of everything without making the omelet spicy. So the other ingredients is going to be 1/4 teaspoon of each one of those. And just a pinch of the cayenne pepper. So now when we get over to some of our vegetables we're going to be putting in the omelet today. Our vegetables, most of our vegetables are going to be half a cup of vegetables, and that comes out to about half an onion cut. So this is my onion I'm going to be using. I've got, X amount of mushrooms, maybe 9-10 mushrooms, something like that. Once you chop those up, that's about, 2, 4, 6, 8, I can't count. I have 8 mushrooms. You chop those up, about half a cup mushrooms there. Green tomato, I just cut up this entire green tomato. This makes up about half a cup. And my other ones, I have garlic. And I'm going to be using 4 cloves of garlic. This is that easy peel garlic that, the lazy people and my wife like to use, already peeled. So I'll be lazy today and use it too. All right. Okay, so, and now we have cilantro. Now cilantro is optional. If you don't like cilantro or whatever, you don't have to have it in there. But it gives it a nice flair. And it's a nice flavor in your omelet. You want to take about 10 leaves, the leaves off the cilantro. So you want to take about 10 leaves of this cilantro, and that's going to go into the omelet there. And the ingredients here that I've listed, there's you're going to have half a cup of onions, green tomatoes. That's about half a cup for a whole tomato. Depends on what size they are. About anywhere from 8 to 10 mushrooms, depends on if they're small or big. 4 cloves of garlic, 10 leaves of cilantro. And last but not least, I forgot these things. Oh, don't do that. Bell peppers are mad at me. Don't be mad, babies. I still love you. Okay, these are bell peppers. I'm going to be using green. I'm going to be using yellow. I'm going to be using red. I'm going to be using orange bell peppers. And I got a little sliver or slice off the side of each one of them. They make up about half a cup, maybe a little bit more. I love the bell peppers in there. So I get all of them, the colors I can, and I love the flavors it puts in the omelets. And so my bell peppers are going to be going in there also. So all of these ingredients will be going into the Ninja food processor. And I will be chopping these things up. Okay, so now I just want to just kind of give you just a tidbit of information. It's one thing about Tony&Dees kitchen. If we know something, I'm like this. If I know something that's a benefit to people, I want to share it with you because it blessed me when I received it. So I like to share the wealth with others. I'm not one of these type of people that try and hold on to everything that I know and leave people ignorant around me. That's not my spirit. That's not the way I am. So I want to talk to you a little bit about this pink Himalayan sea salt that I have. I mean, many people, they have these deals with salt, say, I don't want to deal with salt, I don't want to deal with this or whatever. But this pink Himalayan sea salt has 84 minerals in it. And not only is this salt healthy, but this salt will aid in getting all the vitamins and nutrients into your body, into the blood level, wherever it needs to go. We all know that vitamins are only as good as the minerals that we put in our body to push them into the places they need to go. Elsewise, if we take vitamins with no minerals, it just goes in and out. So this salt has 84 minerals in it. Very healthy stuff. Now I want to share with you the brand we get. I go to, there's a place called Natural Grocers. I go there and I get the real, this coarse Himalayan salt. And then if you look on the side here, it tells you the 84 active minerals there. You get that? 84 active minerals in this salt. And because of that, it turns this salt into a powerful vitamin that you can take each and every day for health reasons, just so you know. And many people say, I don't take salt for health, but it can be done. It's very healthy with these minerals. And so here's what I do, okay? I take the sea salt and I make my own vitamin supplement with it. And what that is you got the Himalayan sea salt in the bottom, and this is spring water in here. And what I do is I take a tablespoon of this a day, and this has a vitamin. And it's a healthy thing. Even if you like chop up vegetables and put vegetables, fruit in the dish, take that teaspoon and sprinkle it over that. Give it a little zest, but you're getting minerals along with the vitamins you're eating from the chopped vegetables and fruit. I do a chopped vegetable tray that has all types of fruit. It has carrots, it has zucchini, it has broccoli, it has cucumbers, it has celery, strawberries, blueberries, cherries, whatever, you know. I put it in a big tray and I kind of take that teaspoon, or that tablespoon, it's a tablespoon of this. I take that and sprinkle it over it, and as I'm eating that, I'm getting not only the vitamins and great things from the vegetables, but I'm also getting the minerals that's going to put the vitamins in the right place in my body. So this is why my main salt is going to be the Himalayan sea salt, because it has so many minerals in it. It is super healthy for your body. So don't let anybody tell you different. This is healthy stuff, even though they call it salt, but it's healthy. Okay, so next we're gonna go ahead and get on to the omelet, and we're gonna get started with some things. All right, because I know y'all hungry too. I'm hungry. My wife's hungry too because she's ready to eat. All right, here we go. Okay, now we're gonna get on to getting some things going with these vegetables. Get ready to get started on this omelet because I'm hungry. My wife's hungry. We're getting ready to eat something. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no small dude. You know what I'm saying? So I don't miss too many meals. You can tell, right? Okay. Now here's what I have here. One of my favorite babies right here. It's the Ninja blender. But what I have on this top of this blender is the food processor. I'm telling you, I have another food processor that's a dedicated food processor here. And I'm sorry, when I bought the Ninja, I bought it for the blender side of it. And here's the blender portion of it. And this is the food processor portion of it. So now that I've got the blender side, and I love it, it's wonderful, it's great, but you know what? This food processor absolutely blows my mind of how well it can chop and get things done. This is absolutely one of my favorite food processors, so I'm a Ninja food processor lover. I'm like, my Ninja food processor is awesome, right? So here's what I do. I just go ahead and I put the vegetables, I'll go ahead and put some mushrooms in here. I'll go ahead and put the garlic in here, and well, kind of chop these tomatoes up in cubes a little bit. Put those in there, all right? That's good stuff. Place some of my cilantro in there. Let's cut this top off of this tomato, and I'll cube this up too. And Yeah, I'm glad you guys caught me holding a knife wrong. Some of y'all caught it and some of y'all didn't, right? Shame on you. Okay, here's the bell peppers. There's the red bell peppers. I've got the food processor up above the line I'm supposed to have it on. So I kind of overfill this when I do it. So I may have to go in and chop a little few things and then start it up again because I have exceeded the limit on this thing. But it handles everything that I put in it very well. And it is a beautiful, beautiful machine. So I'm thanking the people of the Ninja Corporation, the people who have made this beautiful item, this food processor. It may not be rated as much as it should be, but it is absolutely one of the best ones I've used. I love it. I love it. So here we go. Right here. Let me plug this in, I think. Turn on the power. And I just pulse it just a little bit. So that's what, about 3 seconds, right? And after 3 seconds, look at there. It's just got everything. Wow, you know, it just does it. 3 seconds. So I'm just looking in here to make sure I got all the big stuff because I overstuffed it and it still worked. So at the most, you know, 3, 4, 5 seconds worth. I've got everything in here chopped the way it needs to be done. It's all done, you know, and that food processor is quick. So I'm gonna take this blade out because it's super sharp. I'm gonna use this as the bowl that I kind of dip in and get the omelets and stuff going. So, alrighty, okay, ladies and gentlemen, my next portion. Here we go to the next portion of the omelet. This is dealing with the dry ingredients, and here's the one thing I left out. This is garbanzo bean flour. So this is our main big ingredient in the omelet, garbanzo bean flour. Okay, and this is my spring water, or really it's vapor distilled water with electrolytes by Simple Truth. But you can use a regular spring water. This is what I have, you know, so I'm gonna use it. So here is that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get my bowl and my little whisk and get things going here. Back with my bowl and my whisk, okay? So here's what we do. Here's what we do. We're gonna take this and I'm gonna use a 1/4 cup of garbanzo bean flour. So I take my 1/4 cup, I'm gonna put it in my bowl. Right, there's the good stuff. I'll leave that in there because I'm gonna make some more omelets. So, and here is a 1/3 of a cup of spring water. Now I know people say use these for dry ingredients and use the regular measuring cups for wet ingredients, but in this case, this is convenient. So I'm going to use this 1/3 cup for water. So don't get offended. You know, it's still the same. It measures the same. I can get it in the sink, wash it the same, whatever. I'm going to use it. Okay, all right. So that is my 1/3 cup, right? I'm not putting it in there yet because I'm gonna put the dry seasonings in. I'm gonna take, I got a 1/4 of a teaspoon, 1/4 of a teaspoon. This is my measuring, 1/4 of a teaspoon. I'm gonna take just a pinch, like half of that cayenne pepper. Boom, go in there, right? Basil, 1/4 of a teaspoon. Boom, all right? Onion powder, 1/4 of a teaspoon. A little heaping 1/4 of a teaspoon of onion powder because I love it so much. Okay, onion powder, that's in there. Okay, now nutritional yeast, 1/4 of a teaspoon. Boom. Here we go with the oregano, 1/4 of a teaspoon. Boom. Okay, we have some sea salt there, 1/4 of a teaspoon. Boom. Okay, so I have all my dry in the bowl, and that's what you want to do. Get all your dry ingredients in the bowl before you add the wet. So I'm going to add the wet to the dry. And here we go. There it is. And I'm going to whisk it up. And I'm going to beat it up. And I'm going to whisk it up. And I'm going to beat it up. And I'm going to whisk it up and beat it up and whisk it up. And it's good stuff. It's all good stuff. It's all good. It's all good. I don't want to spit it out. I got to almost tilt it, spill it out so y'all can see it. But it whisks up really neat, really nice and neat. And one thing about whisking up food in these bowls, when it comes to dishes like this where you're not preparing a whole lot and you don't have a big, like, you know, 3 and 4 cups of water mixture kind of thing you're trying to whisk up. I noticed that the more you use these smaller bowls to whisk, the quicker it breaks down everything, and it's just less effort to get it done. So that's just a FYI kind of thing for me, but I noticed that right there. So we got the whisk done. We have our vegetables chopped, okay? The only thing I didn't put in the processor is the spinach, because I want to put the leaves in there kind of whole and good, all that wonderful stuff. So what we do now is I have 2 pans that I'm going to heat up. We'll put a tablespoon, not a tablespoon, but put a teaspoon of grapeseed oil in each of the pans. One pan is going to be sauteing my vegetables and cooking those in. The other pan is going to be cooking the omelet itself. So I actually saute them separately. That's the way I like it, because I kind of like to cook, put it in the middle, fold it over, add cheese to it, however you want to do it. But this is how I do my omelet. So we're going to go over to the stove here, and we're going to get the rest of this thing done. Okay, so we're over here on the stove here, getting ready to get some things going. This is a ceramic pot I have here that I'm going to saute the vegetables in, and this is my favorite stone pot here that I have that I'll be actually cooking the omelet itself in. One thing about it is the heat that I have it on, it's between low and medium on both of them. I don't cook these on high heat. You don't have to. Omelets you don't cook on high heat anyway, if you do it with the eggs version, So the pans are heating up for me. I'm getting that ready, and here's the spinach. I'm going to be adding spinach on top. You don't have to. That's just something we kind of throw in because me and my wife kind of likes that. We like that spinach kind of flare on the top of it. So, and another thing I'm going to be adding to this one is I make a cashew cheese. And so I will be doing a video on how to do that, how to make the cashew cheese I do. But as of today, we've got this Parmesan cheese we can add on there from this wonderful company that I actually love, Follow Your Heart. You guys, please support these people. They put out really good products, and I want us to get on board with these guys because they are wonderful. So I'll be adding that Parmesan cheese in there. And just placing that on the omelet. I've got one that's just about empty, and that was a brand new one I just showed you. But okay, the pans are heating up, and when your pans are really good and hot, your oil flows like water. It gets real flowy out, and you see it's not a whole lot of oil in there at all. It's not a whole lot of oil. So it's a teaspoon of oil. You just bring them up to, let them heat up. Give about 60 seconds to 2 minutes to heat up. However you want to do that. But now I'm just going to go in here and I'm just going to take this booger out, and there we go. Put that in the pan, let it saute and everything. So that's good stuff. So we take that there, and then I'm going to take the spinach and put just a little spinach over that, and that's sauteing. Washing my hands now. Hey. So now I get the omelet, and let me dry my hands because this will splatter up. Even though it's low heat, it will splatter up if that water hits it. I'm going to take this omelet that I have and just pour it in here, just like you would do some kind of egg omelet or whatever, Just pour that in there, and it's cooking up real nice there. And that's going. Alrighty. So now we have these going. I kind of stir these up a little bit. And it smells so heavenly. Wow, 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 wow. And then there's some cases where I will go in, like right here. If you like the chunky kind of flavors and stuff, okay, you want more depth into your stuff like I do, I'll take, even though I have mushrooms in here, I'll take another mushroom, take it over there to the cutting board, and I'll chop it up, put bigger chunks of mushrooms in here. So now I've got some bigger chunks of mushrooms, and I'm just going to add those in there to give me that hearty kind of meat taste, flavor, kind of feel to it. And so you don't cook these pans on high ever. Many people make the mistake with ceramic pans, by having the temperature too high. The temperature underneath here is one temperature. In the pan, it's a lot hotter. This one right here, I can have 100 degrees on the bottom of this, and it can be 200 degrees inside. So this is like 100 degrees hotter than what I put on the bottom. So I never have to use high heat on this or the ceramic pan. It cooks the same way. So take care of your pans and your pots, you know, because they can last a lifetime. And also, while we're on that, while I'm cooking this, oh, this is smelling so good, guys. While I'm cooking this, this is going, that's good. Just like you do your regular omelets. You're not in a hurry. You're not trying to do everything fast. My burner kind of has a flame that sticks on this side a little bit hotter, so it kind of hottens this side up a little bit. So I kind of rotate this around because of the burner, not because of the pot. It just has a crazy flame that comes out the side. No matter how I set that little piece on the top, it still does it. So I rotate around a little bit just to get that other side done. So another thing about these pans, when you start cooking with ceramic and this and the other, even non-stick, whatever you cook with, always season your pan. They cook better, they last better. You'll get so much of a better performance when you season your pans. Oh my goodness, it's so awesome. I almost got rid of this pan. My wife will tell you, I almost threw this pan away. And it was inconsistent at first, and I was like, wait a minute, this thing is not doing what it needs to do, you know? And it's cooking sometimes, and then sometimes I get this gummy stuff and it sticks, and I'm like, wait a minute. And then I'll start watching some YouTube videos where people actually season their ceramic pans and they get better performance, and you know, they're not lying. They are not lying at all. So the thing that I do is I have a little container here. This is what is that? Flaxseed oil that's in this container. And I have a handkerchief that I use after I cook. I have oil and a handkerchief in there, right? So when I'm done cooking or whatever else, I can clean the pans out. I season it with this handkerchief and this flaxseed oil. And so flaxseed oil is one of the best oils you can use to season your pans with. I've heard it online, and sure enough, I see the results every time I cook something. This is awesome. I mean, it's just so impressive. It's so impressive. You see how your food will cook. You don't have to worry about it. And it's a good thing when your food comes out. Oh, it smells so good. It's a good thing when your food comes out tasting great, looking great. You know, you got all this good stuff. So here I go. This omelet's cooking. My veggies are cooking. Everything's going. So now let me see if my, this is what I love about this pan. No matter what I put in here, it doesn't stick. When you have the real stone, I'm not talking about the non-stick that looks like stone, but the real stone, oh, it's a difference. So here, I flip that baby over, and look how beautiful she is. She's one deliciously good. So I take my vegetables. Now, you can line your vegetables up in there. I kind of put them over there. Put them in there. My wife's mouth over there is watering, and so I know I'm going to get this next omelet on for her. This one's going to probably be one of my omelets, because now that we're shooting this for the video, I'll have to add the cheese to it. And she likes hers kind of without the cheese, because she likes to sweeten hers up. And you can have these sweet, you can add cheese to them. You can put agave nectar on them and sweeten them up and have them like a sweet, delicious dish. They're good both ways. And so this is my follow heart Parmesan. This is what I have left of it, and I'm gonna just sprinkle that. Oh, just the rest of it. Just get it in there. Get it in. Just get it in. Get it in. Get it in. Oh, get it in. Oh, okay. No, I don't sing no opera. What's wrong with you? Oh, what's wrong with you? Okay, so now that's cooking up great. Okay, got that flipped over, and you saw how easy it just kind of went around in that pan. This is delicious stuff right here. So got this cooking, everything on here, boom. You know, and some of you guys, some of the men, I take a little hot sauce and go over mine sometimes. I want a spicy little omelet, put some hot sauce on it. Put a little chili powder, however you want to season it up. Put it to your flavor, to your liking. Do your thing. Do your thing. And I better turn this flame off. My wife's like, you got an open flame over here, boy. So I'll turn that flame off. And so here I go. Here I go. Here I go. Here I go. So take this and I just flip it over. Okay, so now that the omelet's cooked out, we got this there. There is my delicious omelet. And there it is, man. It can talk to you too. Let it talk to you. Got that cheese, got all that good stuff in there. It's a good flavor. It's good flavor. All that stuff. All that right on in there. Eat your omelet. Man, watch yourself. Watch one. Get it. Get it. Grab it. I bet you can't grab it. Bet you can't grab it. No. That's good stuff, man. That's good stuff. All right, so now I'm gonna give this booger a taste, man. Cause man, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. This right here is a doggone good omelet. I cooked this for people who were not vegans. They turned around and asked me, "What'd you put in it? What'd you do in it?" And had seconds. People who are not vegans eat these omelets and like these better than egg omelets. And that's so. Lord Jesus. Didi, you want to taste this omelet? Yeah. Come on over here. Let me let Didi in there, get her a little taste, because I'll let her taste that. You can put some agave on this thing. Lord have mercy. Jesus! Get you some of that agave nectar, man. You can have it sweet, man. You can have it with some hot sauce. Let me tell you, man. But that butter right there, it don't need nothing else on it, do it. Boy, that butter right there. Let me tell you, man. Didi, that thing is good. She like it sweet. She put that agave on. You see that, bro? Putting agave on her omelet. Yeah. Man, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I love y'all. We love y'all. You know, it's easy for me to love, man. I'm getting that. Woo. Lord, have mercy. Didi, that thing is good, ain't it?
It is good.
Man, I'm gonna cook about 3, 4, 5, 6 more of them things here. But I don't have to do them all on this video. I just want to do this one so y'all know what we're doing. I want to share something with y'all. I really appreciate being loved. And this wonderful lady right here, you know, I just thank God for her each and every day. And I thank God for learning how to treat her right. Learning how to be right with her. Because when I learned how to treat her right, I learned how to treat people right. I was raised in a way where you respect people and you honor people, but when you get grown, you get to the point where you want to get out and do your thing and do what you want to do. But the thing is, those values that are instilled in you on how you treat people with respect, how you honor people, how you do for people when it's in your ability to help people, those things should carry on with you for the rest of your life. In fact, I met so many people, you know, that are Christians. As soon as you ask a Christian how you doing, they say, "I'm blessed." But then in the same atmosphere, they're treating everybody like trash. They're looking down on people. They're calling people demons. You know, there's people who are gay. They're saying they're going to hell. They're doing all this kind of crazy stuff, right? And I'm not talking about all Christians that do that. This is just something I witnessed. This was an incident I witnessed, and I had to minister to a Christian about this. And I had to share with them. I said, I want to share something with you. The Bible says, and Jesus said, when you clothe those and you feed those who are in need, you've done also unto me. And Jesus will bless you because you bless them. Do you hear what I'm saying? God looks at the way we treat people more than our status as a Christian. Just because I'm a Christian, it doesn't mean I'm blessed. I'm blessed because of the way I treat people. That shows you I'm blessed. And why do I say that? Why do I go there? Why am I doing this? Why is he dealing with this subject? What is the deal? What is this? Did somebody hurt him? Did somebody get him upset? No, I want to just share something with you. You got to understand this. 95% of your blessings that you receive from God in this life is going to come through people. The other 5% is going to come through God doing miraculously divine intervention. Okay? Well, there's the ones where you said nothing but God. You know. But 95% of your blessings come through people. Think about that. Now, if you're a person who treats people bad, guess what you're doing? You're cutting off your blessings. You're cutting them right off. You're just cutting off your blessings right there. Because guess what? When you want that dress on sale at Macy's, God will put it on that manager's heart to put the clearance rack above the rack where your dress is, just so you can get the blessing. But when you going in Macy's and you want to cuss out everybody and tell everybody and to get all this attitude and treat people like trash, well, guess what? You're going to pay the higher prices for that dress if you want it. You're going to have to ask for a loan just to get it. You cut off your blessing. You got to understand, most of your blessings come through people. God moves upon people's heart to do things that causes things to show up in your atmosphere so that you can receive the blessing. See, he causes the transformation of the blessing through the people so that you can receive the blessing that he worked and put together in place using people. So that's what I want to share with you. You got to understand that just because you call yourself a Christian don't mean you blessed. You blessed in how you work with and deal with people. If you treat people well, you are blessed, because guess what? When you treat people right, the avenues of your blessing remain open. But when you treat people like trash, the avenues of your blessings are cut off. God is serious about that. Even his children, he said, if you harm one of his little ones, it's best that you put a millstone around your neck and cast yourself into the sea. If you harm one of his children, his little ones, it's best that you commit suicide than to harm them. Ooh, you don't think God is into how you treat people? Think about that scripture. That's deep. Deep. God said it's better that you commit suicide than you harm one of his little ones. How you treat people is deep. Because harm is not only physical, but it's mental too. What you say to people, how you talk to people. Life and death are in the power of the tongue, so your word carry weight. So you can attack with this mouth and cause more harm than you ever could cause physically. I heard some people got attacked so much by the mouth to where they were contemplating suicide. They showing up in rehab centers because of what somebody said, not because of what somebody physically did, because of what somebody said. Understand this. I'm blessed because I love my neighbor. I do good unto them. I do right unto them. I treat others the way I would want to be treated. You hear what I'm saying? I respect them. I honor them. And that's why I'm blessed. It's because of how I treat people. Because guess what? Them same people that you try and step on and stomp on today and put underneath today and put down today will be the same people you have to rely upon to pull you up out of your mess. You think they deeper than you? All of a sudden you're going to be deeper than them, and they looking down at you, helping you out of your mess. And they ain't judging you. They doing it with love. So walk in love with people. Understand you blessed because of the way you treat people. Because you keep your avenues of blessings open, because God's going to use people to bless you. He works through people to bless you. 95% of your blessings come through people. So you can't tell me you're blessed if you don't treat them right. That don't make no sense. Not at all. So I want to give you that piece to understand that you get on this thing where you treating people right. You loving people right. You doing right by people. My wife, we went into what was that store that we went into? You had your dress, that Josh Meyer dress. What was the name of that store? Was it Zales? Not Zales. It was one of those department stores like Sears, Macy's. One of those department stores, big name department stores in the mall. I can't think of the name of that store. Why come I can't think of the name of it? Can't think of the name of it. But anyway, my wife went in there and there was a dress she really wanted. Had the full price sticker on that dress. And my wife was such a beautiful person to the sales lady. The lady said, you know what? I'm going to put the clearance price on that dress for you. And my wife walked out of that store with the clearance price. You see how God blessed through people? He blessed them right through people. Oh man, it is so important that we not be selfish. It is so important that we respect our neighbors and respect others around us. It's so important that we do right by each other. It is so important that you encourage and you lift up one another, that your words and the things that you do are edifying to one another. You help people. It is so important. That kind of thing is health to your soul. It goes beyond the physical realm. It's health to your soul, the way you treat people, because they come back and treat you with respect and honor. Not everybody does, but that don't give you an excuse to mistreat people, because you still reap what you sow, baby. So we want to just tell you we love you, and we just thank God for you here at Tony&Dees Kitchen. Want to share a little bit with you, just to give you a snip on how to make some better decisions for your life. And today, the better decision on how you can keep the blessings in your life and keep the avenues of blessings open up to flow into your life. Treat people good, and the blessings will always be there. In Jesus' name, amen.